Hi, Paul here from Trekitt. We're up in the Black Mountains on this beautiful day. Please excuse the hat and the sunglasses. Harry has had me slaving away in front of this camera for hours and my poor old bald patch is getting a bit red and sore. So I'm covering up, safety first. We're here to talking about our new packs, and this one in particular is an absolute beauty. This is the Osprey Levity 45. This is their newest ultralight extended trip backpacking, trekking, lightweight camping, whatever you want to use it for. It's just a super lightweight pack. I was just saying to Harry now as we were taking the stills for the video, I put it on just to do a couple of shots, and I can't tell you enough how comfortable it is to wear. It's absolutely incredible. You hardly know you've got it on. I mean, admittedly, we've got very little weight in here. There's a down sleeping bag in here to fill it up. But even so, the way that it just feels against your back is incredible, and the pack moves with you beautifully. And that's all down to this ultra lightweight suspended airspeed back system. So you've got a light wire frame running all the way around, which allows the pack to flex and twist with you. So as you move, the pack is moving around with you. As you move your shoulders and move your hips, the whole thing can twist and move with you without compromising on the carrying comfort. So it's still transferring all that weight down to the hip belts. Now, what you'll notice about this pack is that it has been stripped down to the absolute bare essentials. Everything on here has been thought about in terms of weight and function. So the back system, however, is still padded and comfortable. So it's not been stripped down so much that it's not comfortable. In fact, it is incredibly comfortable to wear. The hip belt is a floating hip belt with cutouts here to sit over the top of the hips. It's got a ventilated mesh with a vented panel in here, so it's all about breathability. You've got a forward pull hip belt compression on here. You have this trampoline air mesh panel on here, and then you have this fully ventilated shoulder harness system, which is a sort of a super stripped down version of their anti-gravity system, using lightweight die-cut foams covered in an air mesh fabric. So super breathable, super lightweight, super flexible. This thing just clings to your back and moves with you. It's fantastic, but you've still got this air gap here for fantastic ventilation. So you get the best of both worlds. You get full contact stability with full vented airflow. It's amazing to wear. Now, the pack is designed around a straightforward tubular lightweight ripstop nylon fabric. In fact, it's so lightweight you can see through it. It's fully translucent. And then they've cleverly suspended this storage system on the outside of the barrel of the pack. And when I say suspended, it is literally suspended. You can see the whole thing flexes and moves. It's all elasticated draw cords on. It's on flexible mesh panels attached to the pack. So you can see here you've got this stretchy webbing panel here which attaches the storage shroud to the outside of the pack, and you can see that movement. So that means whatever you load in here, if that sags down, you've got some heavy bottles and what have you, it doesn't compromise the structure of the main body of the pack, and it doesn't deform the pack, and it doesn't compromise the fit and the carrying comfort. It's a very clever system. So you get these massive pockets on the side. I mean, you could get a lightweight tent fly sheet in there. And the beauty of these is as well is that you can put your water bottle in here, which is probably what most people will use this for. But you've got two entrances. You've got one here on the side and a traditional one on the top. They're both elasticated, so they snap close. But the beauty of this side one is when you've got the pack on, you can easily get your bottle in and out of this pocket without sort of contorting your shoulder blades round to reach into the top here. Then you get this great big stash pocket on the outside. Shove in your over trousers, your waterproof jacket if you stripped it off quickly, you just want somewhere to shove it, things you need to get in and out quickly. Okay, just to give you some idea of how roomy this exterior storage is on the Levity 45, you can get a climbing helmet quite easily down the front of the pack here. Just shove it in, clip it up, away you go. And you get the same on this side as well, so you get this really nice elasticated system. It's a really clever way of creating extra storage on the pack on a very, very lightweight method. The other thing you'll notice as well is all the straps and buckles are super skinny, super lightweight, but yet really easy to use even with gloves and mitts on. And you get an extra daisy chain loop attachment here on the front where you can put on accessory cords or carabiners, clip on extra kit if you need to. That also applies up on the lid. You get some little ultra lightweight cord loops up on the top. So to help control the load in the main body of the pack, there's a full compression zigzag system which runs down behind this pocket all the way down the pack, which uses this ultra lightweight Dyneema type cord on little skinny cam locks, so you can pull that in and it'll pull the whole side of the pack in without compromising the storage abilities of this shroud on the outside. Again, very clever, real sort of real innovative thinking by Osprey around the storage on the outside of the pack. Up on the top on the main lid, you get a big pocket here. I got my Atom SL tucked away in there, and there's a little key clip in there on the inside. So nice big storage pocket. And then under the lid, I just release these two clips here. You can see that you've got the attachment point for the front pocket here, and a really neat new style draw cord. It's really easy to operate. You just pinch it with your finger, thumb and pull, and it's really quick to open. Now another feature which I wanted to show you under the lid is if you've got the pack half full, which pretty much this is, so if I just squash the sleeping bag down, you can see that this is all empty now, and what you don't want to do is have to, you know, pull this up and create a lot of empty space. So if you unclip the buckle here and clip it up at the top, it pulls this section of the pack in and compresses the load underneath, so you get a much better fitting pack. This can then come right down and you've compressed the load into its space rather than having it all rattling around. Really clever system, really like that. Inside the bag you have your hydration sleeve, and you can get a 2 to 3 litre hydration bladder in there, and a little security clip at the top to suspend the bladder from, to stop it disappearing inside the bag. And on a day like this you particularly notice this, but when you look inside the bag, if you've got some kit down the bottom, because the fabric is so translucent, you can see right down to the bottom of the bag. It's not dark in there at all, it's fabulous. It's like being in a really lightweight tent. You look in here and it's like really light and airy. Really comfortable, really easy to see what's going on inside the bag. So that's it, the Levity. It's an amazing thing. I would really recommend that you just get this on your back with some weight in it, just to feel how good it sits on your back. It just feels incredible. The weight is amazing. It's next to nothing. It's around 800 grams for a 45 litre pack, which is phenomenal. You know, it feels like nothing in my hands. It almost feels like the breeze could blow this away. It really is amazing. It's hard to get across here without saying amazing all the time how lightweight this is. So that's it, the Levity 45. The 45 litre makes it really good for multi-day trips, lightweight backpacking. It's kind of its prime market, but you could use this for extended winter hiking trips where you're carrying extra kit, or even some lightweight travel. That's it, that's the Osprey Levity. We do have a full range of Osprey packs available online and in the shop. Harry will put a link up here so you can go and have a look at the rest of them. And as always guys, please put your questions and comments down below. It's always good to hear from you. It's always nice to get some feedback, good or bad. And I'm going to go home now, probably put my feet up, maybe have a cold beer. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.